All right, so this is going to be a demonstration of the countdown mode. And in countdown mode, we set an amount of time. We set a timer, and it counts down to 0, and the user tries to do as much work as possible in that amount of time. Okay. Normally, we would do like a 2-minute set. For 2 minutes time under load, you compete against last time, but you don't have any data. So we're going to split that set up into 2 sets, just so you can experience the phenomenon of competing against your previous self.
Okay.
So you'll be fatigued from the first minute, so you're probably going to lose. But the point is to be able to see juxtaposed those 2 lines. So that's the first thing.
Minute you wanted me to go ahead and give max output, and then the second minute, lose.
It's a lose miserably to your previous self. All right. So once it gets close enough, you can throw your feet up, and it'll give you a 5-second countdown, and then off you go. And for obvious reasons, I will do very little coaching. And let's go. Get on out and hold your ground. Think speed on the way out. Turn it right around, let's go. Good, speed, speed, speed. Good, 15 seconds left. Ten seconds, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you are done.
Fuckity fuck.
So your feet down, do a quick breather. And so this is what a client normally sees. Show up, that's what you did last week. Now beat the gray line.
Yeah.
So throw them up when it's close enough.
You can tell I am under recovered, man. Those reds bled off fast.
The beatings will continue until morale improves. In 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Let's get some speed. And hold. Good. You can see how deeply you can inroad yourself. Halfway home. Oh, big numbers. 49% on that last. Let's go, 20 seconds left. What's left? Good. 10 seconds left. Everybody out of the pool, and you are 3, 2, 1, done.
Holy moly.
Very nice. And so afterwards, we crunch the numbers. You can see how you did visually, and you can also see numbers-wise. And then also, well, first of all, first impression?
Oh, that's tough. It's amazing, one rep to the next. The bleed off in your force output.
Yeah, and also different from, so we can identify concentric and eccentric peaks. And so...
Yeah, the negative contribution to the fatigue is pretty amazing.
To the subsequent fatigue, yeah.
Because psychologically, you're used to that little respite in the negative.
All right.
Especially, with the more advantaged joint angles.
Right.
You can kind of sandbag it there.
Right, and then at the beginning, when you have mechanical advantage out near extension and beginning that negative, that's the most output of the eccentric. And so
the inability to sandbag really
Happy to help.
That's a highly refined skill that got taken away from me there. So
I've been working decades on that. All right, so that's what it's like. Constant time under load, and so we also have, so this is your momentary force on the y-axis.
Right.
We also have a graph that's your output on the y-axis. So as you slowly accumulate more and more work, so some people, that's nerve-wracking. They just like the slow sloping race against them from last time.
Right.
There's the output you did last time.
Yeah.
You have a minute, and you try to do that. So those are just a couple
it
options.
must be cool to come back in a way you can actually see the.
Right, yeah, and it turns green if you're doing better. It turns orange if you're doing worse.
Yeah.
And anyway, yeah, that's how we roll.
Okay.
So then sometimes, so feet can go down on this one on the ground, and yep. So we're gonna do 4 reps with 5 seconds in between, and then we're gonna compete against those 4 reps.
Okay.
So same competition, but we rest, pause, and we'll do.
Same seat back.
Actually, we'll lean this forward. Lean forward for me. Perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
Get rid of this. All right, game on.
And which protocol are we doing here?
This
Positive
is
onlys?
no, this is hyper, but with rest, pause in between, and then the row will be positive only.
Okay.
In 5. So you're going at max, but you got rest in between. Good, put a little speed on it. And hold. Good, we'll go again in 3, 2, 1. Let's go, number 2. Nice. Good, good, and relax. Hit it again in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And relax. Last chance. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Good, good. Fight it all the way back. Right on. So give you a quick breather while I point just to another thing I like to do. Obviously, everyone always talks about you're 40% stronger in the eccentric. Recently, once we put this in here, we're able to point out to people that's actual weight, also, by the way, just for a moment in time. But it's a little bit more than 40%, and it changes over the course of a set because yielding to a weight is very different than intending to stay still and being moved, and so that elicits a greater response from the muscles. So that's the meat you're leaving on the bone. You can lower that once, but you have to reduce the weight all the way down to here and even below that just so you can lift it in the first place. Right. But then you're underloaded on the way down. So that's just another tool, like at trade shows or demos or things, we can show people exactly what their specific strength curve. Right, yeah. Yeah, you'll notice you're only fatigued 9%, 11%. That 5 seconds is it's a big 5 seconds. All right, so there's your line. Have at it.
Same thing again?
Same damn thing.
Okay.
You against you. Let's go. On up and hold here. Good. Control it all the way back. And relax. Hit it again in 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Get some burning on the way out. Good. And relax. Halfway home. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. And relax. Last one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it. And you are done.
Wow.
Right on. All right. So you, here, throw these hooks on. So we're going to give you almost in between. So 3 reps, positive only, and we're going to compete against those 3 reps. There you are. And pull like hell. Good. Good. And relax. It'll reset you like a typewriter, then you're right back in. And get into it. Proud chest, elbows come down and back as fast as you can. Squeeze it back and relax. All right, last one. Hit it. Speed, speed, speed. Very nice, and relax. Now we'll compete against those. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, hit it. Fast as possible. Get on up. Good. And relax. And hit it. Stay up. And relax. Nice, last one. Get some. Yeah, buddy. End of the road, and you are done. Nice. This concludes your tour of the ARX Alpha.
That's awesome.
So grab that. This will be negative only. And at the top, I'll just have you relax, and it'll come back down, and you hop on back in for the next negative. We'll do 4 of these, and then I'll bring you to the new set, and you'll compete against those 4. Here we go. It's going to move you to the start and give you 5 seconds, and then you're in. And 2, 1, hold your ground. See if you can pull yourself up to the top. Good, good. And relax. You can hang out. When it gets back to the start, you're on. Hold here. Let's go. And relax. Good, 2 more. Make that seatbelt do some work. Good, fight it to the top. Right on. Last chance. And you are done. Cool. All right. There you are. Same thing, 4 reps. Beat the gray line. 3, 2, 1. Hold your ground. Take a ride all the way up to the top. And relax. Good. Good, just keep the elbows down, everything locked. And relax, halfway home. Hold here above the red line. Good. Nice. Last chance. Beautiful. And there you have it. So I think we'll give your lats a break for a second and just skip to the high pull, and then we'll go back and do the pull over. See, your back's getting torched. All right, so. Well, I wouldn't want to get bored, you know?
Hang on, I'll reattach this.
Oh, yeah.
Just to the side here.
Yeah, you're cool. This one's dealer's choice. We can do rest pause, or we can do constant tension. What are you into?
What's the protocol for constant tension? 5, how many? 60 seconds?
We would do probably this to 60 seconds, or we could just do 2 minutes straight through. If you want to see what that's like. I kind of like having you compete against the previous just to see rate of fatigue. And do that.
So that's regular reps or rest pause?
So we'd give you, that'd be regular reps.
Okay.
And we just do countdown for 60 seconds. And then we compete against that 60 seconds.
All right. This is gonna suck.
This is gonna be, it's better you than me. All right. So it's gonna move you all the way down. You could step forward just a bit. Yeah.
There.
So if you remember, this one will just be straight up, dragged up the torso as you can. Just try to have everything tight and solid, only the arms moving. 2, 1. Let's go. Speed on it. Just squeeze it on up and hold your ground. Good, smooth breathing. Let's go. Good. Run it out. Elbows come up faster, faster, faster. Good. Good. Speed to the top. Good. 10 seconds left. 9, 8, 7. Hold your ground. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right on. We'll give you a second. Hell yeah. You might feel this tomorrow, but
Feeling it now.
killer. Killer pump. All right. So it's going to bring you to the bottom. Start you out. Came all the way to Austin, might as well get some. 2, 1, right on. Good. Good. Yank it out of the ground. Sides of the shoulders, squeeze on up. And a hold. Good. Beautiful. Speed to the top. Good, good. You're halfway home, 25 seconds left. Whatever's left in there, you got 20 seconds. Good. Good, good. And slam on the brakes. Speed, elbows to the ceiling. Good, get on up. You got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Have a seat. Very nice. All right, you can put that mic back on the platform and buckle up for safety. And this one, we're gonna do 4 reps and 4 reps. They'll just be straight through, no rest, pause. All right. Using those. Good.
What do you think? Elbows
Yeah,
get
even
that
a little
one?
further. Yeah, try not to let them slip too far.
this way.
up. Yeah.
You straight get that one for me? Got that right?
Perfect. All right, so lean back. I'll bring you to the bottom. So this is all max all the time, 4 reps straight through, and then we'll compete against those 4. So hold your ground. Good. See if you can pull yourself up out of the seat. Good, and now spread your wings down and back, fast as you can, proud chest. Squeeze back and hold. Let's go, Lat City. Some flying squirrel lats after this. Hold here. Good, and speed. Pull yourself up out of the seat. Hold. And finish up strong. Squeeze back and out, and you are done. Nice. All right, last chance at ARX Glory for just right now.
What about belt squat? That's gotta be the
Oh, that's right. We still have to do.
We got one more.
All right, so it's gonna move you to the start. Give you 5 seconds. You against you. 2, 1. Let's go. Hold your ground. Nice. Good, good. Hold here. Good. Speed. Good. Now get up above the red line. Last chance. And sprint to the finish, whatever's left. And you are done.
I can't vomit into this thing.
So there you have it.
Holy shit. Oxygen definitely comes before water.
All right, so the process here, I'm gonna throw this on you. So I have to figure out that dog will hunt. So grab on either side. Here it is.
Okay.
Let's bring it together and then rotate. Hold it.
Task at this point.
All right. And so, let's see, I got you. Good.
Is my microphone going to be in the way where it's at? Should we put it on the cement? Not sure where my feet are going to end up.
Yeah. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring you down pretty much to parallel and set that as your position for the static. And what you'll discover as you begin pressing into the static, you're gonna
Get a
come
little
up into
distance,
about
yeah.
45 degrees. All right. So grab this ballet bar, and as you feel it begin to tug you, just let it bring you down. Just keep the tension. So slight bend in the knee so it doesn't catch you off guard. You should be feeling it sometime right here. Cool. So this might seem low for a static, but you will be surprised how much you're able to move still.
Oh, am I doing it now? Or was
Not yet. So it's just getting you, because people don't like to hang out in that low position. We'll just do 40%, because that's standard out of the box, and we'll see, because we don't have any data for you. So the idea is you're going to slowly build it up, build it up, build it up until it's at your max, or as hard as you care to go. And then you just try to stay in the green zone, and it'll move up with you because it's based off your max. And when you physically or psychologically feel unable to keep it in the green zone,
that's pretty much now, but whatever.
you can just fuck off and sit your ass down. All right, so let it bring you down. Once it, slight bend in the knee. All right, so it's gonna bring you all the way down, give you a 5-second countdown, and then you're off and running. You're good. And let's go. Begin to press harder, harder, drive the heels down. Good. Yeah, right about 45 degrees, good. All right, and then just keep your head above water. Good. Good. Try to move that thing just an inch or two. Good. Killing it. Let's go. Good. Good. Stay up. Stay up. Oh. And you are done. Have a seat.
Help.
You can sit right back down on the seat if you like, or just prom dress escape. There you go.
Oh, God.
Beautiful.
Holy moly.
There you go. Pleasure.
I was feeling pretty good about myself for a second there.
I was like, how many seconds is this gonna go?
That's a little longer than most people last after 2 minutes of leg press and the rest of that nonsense.
Sorry.
No, you're cool. Yeah, so one of the advantages also is like I'm the greatest trainer in America because I just met you and I chose the perfect weight for all the movements and all the things, and so you can get a very meaningful workout without a lot of prep time. But
Holy moly.
so yeah, it's like concentrated dose. But yeah, so like sort of a smattering of the different protocols. And
Yeah,
like Mark was talking about the time trial one, we would take the amount of output you did on like say the leg press, and when we press time trial, it sets that amount of output then as the goal. And then you see next time, well, can I do it in 59 seconds, 57 seconds?
Yeah, that mapping fatigue thing it's amazing because it's, you get into that, there's nothing you can do territory. It's just weird to watch it, you know. See the force output relative to your perceived exertion being reciprocal of each other.
Right.
Like insane.
Yeah, it's a targeted way to apply the stimulus. I kind of see it as like an injection instead of a pill. Same sort of active ingredient.
Yeah.
You just have a little cleaner delivery
We
system.
didn't talk about exercise intensity, but I mean, to me, when you said that, I'm like, well, shit, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to, improve the exercise density.
Well, I kind of, I was reading Richard Dawkins, and he was talking about, basically the essence of life is reversing entropy. And entropy is within closed systems. But human, animal bodies are open systems, but they're still trending towards entropy. The ironic thing is that the way you fight that is by inputting energy into the system. But the key in the animal world is they do that in a way that results in the least output of wasted energy into the closed system. And that's where nutrient density comes in, and I kind of thought of that in terms of exercise density. You want everything that you're inputting into the system to go towards the stimulus, and the thing that's going to reduce entropy in the body, make it stronger and preserve it, but throwing as little excess out as possible. So That's the difference between this and flipping a tractor tire.
Right.
A lot of energy gets outputted into the system, but not a lot of it goes in to a productive adaptation.
Yeah, in that context, kind of every piece of effort here is just targeted specifically for this purpose. That's cool. I never thought
Which
about that.
is why you can do it in a lot less time.
Right.
You know,
Well, it's
you're getting what you're after deliberately rather than haphazardly.
Yeah, well, it's like we always have the beer and whiskey analogy. Same sort of effect, you just require far less of the whiskey
Yeah.
because it's just, it's all focused into the one purpose. So.
All right. So where's the wheelchair? Man,
Yeah, so that's what.
I tell you, between all those, man, my traps and my rhomboids feel like they're gonna blow up.
I just realized we had
Like we did so much.
three.
It ended up being a back kind of work day. But oh well.
Yeah.
My rhomboids are like, what was that? Shit.
Some guys have all the luck. Right on. So yeah, that's what we now just reached a milestone of over 1,000 workouts per day around the world, up into the cloud. So that's what 1,000 people a day
That's
are
probably
getting.
some sort of meaningful tipping point, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, I think the underpinnings that you've been talking about medically, like if you could look at the biomarkers of strength training as a drug and talking about what that does, that would, if you just listed that for people and asked if they wanted that,
Yeah.
obviously, yeah, I want that. And you say, well, I have a procedure. And we can do all this for you.
Yeah.
It takes about 10 minutes and it's, there's no pill, there's no injection, it's just, are you interested?
Yeah.
And I go, well, shit, yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, and I think a lot of to overcome that, a lot of people's reticence is because they know that they're physiologically incompetent and that they need some guidance through the process.
Yeah.
I think that's another big selling point is you can guide them through those woods. You know, you can be their workout Sherpa, so to speak.
Right. Well, and to have that carrot to chase in your previous, what I find is it's, when I was training people super slow, one of the problems I had was the first minute, they're like, hey, how's your weekend? And they're chatting I'm like, God damn it, would you focus on the, and so I didn't have that problem here because they've got to beat their best ever. And they're really, it's so distasteful to lose to a previous version of yourself that they are just laser focused right away. And so even for people who, are 50, 60 years old, like my folks and my godparents up in Chicago who never set foot in a gym, they could kind of feel competent very quickly, especially on this one, because you're not going to mess it up. It's just on one track and you can just focus on working hard and you can win, each week,
Right.
Feel that dopamine hit from like, I did good. But
Yeah, it's kind of cool on the negatives. A lot of times look like my second negative was better than my first.
yeah.
But then the third one was like, no.
Yeah, we have, during the long sets, the orderly recruitment of fibers, I first read about that from you. And what I realized early on when I was doing the 2-minute countdown modes with people, it would be sort of the orderly dropout of fibers, where right away, all hands on deck, and then the biggest, fastest twitch fibers, they fuck off first, and then the next fastest, and then the next fastest, the orderly dropout to where at the end, all that's
When you
left.
get a chance, have someone do just a static,
Yeah,
but just have them ramp to maximal output. And, I mean, just go as hard as they can, as long as they can. You'll get this curve that goes up. And going up, there'll be little blips,
yeah,
and then they'll hold, and then it'll drop. Yeah, the weird thing is if you just let them do the maximal thing, get that curve. If you could print that curve and fold it in half and
yeah.
hold up the light, they match each other perfectly.
Oh, wow.
What gets recruited on the way up gets de-recruited on the way down in the reverse order.
Super
So the
interesting.
shapes of it. So next time when you get someone fresh, come in, or just yourself, give yourself like a maximal curve that'll look, like a cannonball arch.
Right. Oh, that's cool.
The little squiggles and blips in it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
When you bring them over face to face on each other, you'll see it's the same shape.
Right.
Because what you recruit on the way up, you de-recruit in the opposite order on the way down.
Right.
It's neat to see the shapes overlap.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, I think it's like with my example from that Bonnie, my client, there's certain things that happen on an eccentric with this type of resistance that call in.
But this is cool because this is kind of like, and it's like, willpower, willpower. And it was like, no way. It was willpower, 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 no way. Willpower, willpower. And it was like, no way, no, no way, no.
Bloop. Yeah, the desire to continue.
Yeah. When you get in this territory here, it's just like, and that was not even like shutting it off. That was still trying. That was.
Right, and you could see because you caught it, so you were still trying on the way down.
Yeah, you're like, just sit down. And I'm like, fuck, I don't even know where I'm at. Sit down where?
Sit down where? Who are you? What is this?
What is this place?